What is good, everybody? It's time for another Fair Shake review, and we're going to be talking about Lupe Fiasco's Drill Music in Zion. Now, if you're looking for something deep, a nice analytical look at everything, I don't have that for you, but I will give you some quick thoughts on each of the songs, some little notes that I wrote while listening, and just know it is a lot of things that I really, really love from Lupe Fiasco in here. So, no, it's going to be positive thoughts. You can get that out of the way right now. But just like some of past Lupe projects, it has started off with a poem from Aisha Jaco, his sister. And it's about kind of like the dangerous lives that ghetto children live, but it kind of ends with some words of wisdom to kind of live better than the means kind of given to them, and also to tap into the good that is within them. So ends with the lines, drill down, Zion is in you. So yeah, really like that. Then we get Fish or Goatee, depending on how you want to read it, where it has a really, really smooth beat, and Lupe kind of waxing poetic about kind of how mankind seems to chase after the wrong things. At least that's kind of what I got from it. Then we get into Autobado, the single of the project, where he's kind of talking about how petty street gangs kind of compare to the military, and the second verse has kind of like the independent and versus the superstar alter egos, and really, really enjoyed it. There's some other different kind of topics that can be inferred from the lyrics as well, but this is the main interpretation that I got out of it. The kind of surface level kind of stuff here, but really dope beat here. The only one that's kind of less smoothie jazz kind of production that soundtrack gave. I get why it was made the single. I feel like I said that weird. Precious Things is the next track, and it's kind of all about our hands / arms and kind of what we do with them that we kind of easily disregard as unimportant or mundane, and it's used all with hand puns. Immaculate wordplay in this thing. Love it. Kiosk is kind of like a little look at how fake jewelry is perceived and marketed to us in society, and how that perceived value is something that is very important in day-to-day life. Then Ms. Mural is a kind of a story told of like a painter and a patron kind of questioning the inspiration behind his work, while the painter kind of breaks down how art is appreciated and depreciated by society for many different reasons, and then a twist ending for the song that I won't give away if you haven't listened to it, but definitely quite enjoyed it. Number 7, Naomi, where Lupe kind of gives some heavy criticism towards the heinous acts of people under the guise of religion, that's pretty heavily in there, and then there's some other stuff in there as well, but I feel like that was the main point he wanted to get across. That's why it's like one of the first things he brings out in the verse. Then we get drill music in Zion, please excuse me, where he's ruminating over kind of some of the contradictory things in life and society, including killers who get away with the crime, which is portrayed in verse 2. Then we get to Seattle, where basically it seems he's getting a message out to try and make it out of poverty, and get out of the mind state that poverty puts you into. Lastly, you got on Phonem, where he's just basically kind of musing over how rap culture kind of glorifies the sad truth that rappers die living the lifestyle that they struggle with as the gangsters and gang banging adjacent people. Yeah, one of the as many other reviews I've heard basically starts this off with rappers die too much. That's it. That's the verse. That's literally so important in this. The most important thought to get across. But yeah, overall, this is another fantastic Lupe project. Where the tracks can sometimes get a little heady, but some are also very straightforward and potent. There's very, very smooth production from soundtrack, and it lays the groundwork for Lupe to do what Lupe does best, and that is come through with some very strong lyricism. And it's just another wonderful art piece from this artisan. And I will continue to go back to it, dissect it, get more thoughts on it, and hear other people break it down, because that's just what you do with the art that Lupe releases. Definitely another one of my favorite Lupe projects. I want to know what you think. Is it one of your favorites? Put your thoughts down below in the comment section. I want to know. I want to read it. If you enjoyed hearing my thoughts, you can hit the like button. You can subscribe for more reactions and reviews here on the channel as well. If you are so inclined, I also have a Patreon. It's linked in the description box on YouTube, or you can go directly to patreon.com/splitmastified to help support your boy. And also, if you're watching on the blog, don't forget our leader has a Patreon as well. If you want to support her, go to Muddy Cult Miko, and that would be greatly appreciated. It helps us continue to bring this wonderful content to you all. And that is all I have to share with y'all today. So until next time, much love, peace, threes.